So what we're going to do now is we are going to load up the mission, the Shrine of Oryx, which is located on the moon. Before you load up this mission, make sure that you are doing this on easy mode. If you do it on hard mode, the ogre will be a hallowed ogre and it will be a yellow barred enemy. This will not count towards the Grimoire card. So what we need to do is we need to load this up on easy, and let's get into it. Okay, so we're in the mission. We have rushed through the mission to get to the Hall of Wisdom. Now, inside of the Hall of Wisdom is an ogre, and because this is a restricted zone, you can die. You will respawn here, where I'm stood right now, and you can run back, and the ogre will respawn. So you can effectively, repeatedly kill this ogre, and it counts every time. You can get a decent amount of kills per hour. I think it's something silly like 150 to 180 kills per hour on this ogre. It is really simple. Just take out a sniper or a high-powered weapon and just go to town on him, basically. Here, what I tried to do is kill myself with a lightning grenade. This is one way of trying to kill yourself quickly. It took 2 lightning grenades there. I think I had my armor set too high on my build there. But in the next part, I show you an easier way to do it and effectively a quicker way to kill yourself. All you do is you just run back and you jump off of the edge.
There's the shrine. Find a way through.
As you can see, there is the ogre's roar. The ogre has respawned. A few misses. And I turn around, and this ledge here, we just jump off that, die, respawn, and we repeat. Now we are going to look at Servitor Kills. So we're going to load up the patrol on the moon. And what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the Anchor of Light. I'm just going to quickly show you how to get there if you don't know how to get there. So just follow my path and we'll get there in no time at all. So now we're at the Anchor of Light. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a left, and there's going to be a building where Fallen are patrolling the area. We hop off a Sparrow onto this building here, and the building in front of us, we want to get onto the roof of that eventually. And this servitor here is the one that we're going to be killing repeatedly. It spawns about every 5 seconds by that block. So if you have a sniper rifle, such as the Icebreaker, for example, you can just zoom in on that area and the servitor will respawn every 5 seconds. Now, one thing to note is sometimes a captain and about 4 or 5 dregs will also spawn. And these enemies will stop the servitor from respawning. So you will need to kill the captain and the dregs for the servitor to start respawning again. It will respawn in a loop after you've killed the captain and the dregs. As you can see now, the captain has spawned here. So what I need to do is I need to take out the captain and the dregs in order for the servitor to start respawning again in a loop. and the Servitor has now started to respawn again in the correct spot. And every 4 or 5 seconds, the Servitor will continue to respawn. Like I said, sometimes captains and dregs will respawn in this area as well, so it's pretty easy to take them out quickly. Hydra Kills. Now we're going to go to the Black Garden mission on Mars, and I've just skipped forward through this mission to the part where there are the 2 gates that you need to scan to get access to the Black Garden itself. There is a Hydra here which continuously respawns. This is a darkness zone, so you will need to kill yourself in order for this to continuously respawn. Now what I do is I grab my icebreaker and I just run down, and behind a concrete block, which I will show you in a second, a Hydra spawns. This is the Hydra that we're going to continuously kill to farm the required amount of kills for this Grimoire card. There's the Hydra. A few shots and it is fairly simple. Now we go back, I normally go back up here and let these hobgoblins kill me. That was a pretty poor attempt at trying to kill myself with a grenade. If you run a Titan or a Hunter, or you run Sunsinger, you can use grenades to kill yourself a little bit quicker. This does take a little bit of extra time if you don't have grenades to kill yourself with, basically. So I'm just going to show you this again. You respawn back there, you jump over the rock, you run down here, and behind the concrete block, the Hydra will spawn. Sometimes it spawns a little bit out so you can get in without dropping down. Other times you will need to drop down in order to see the Hydra.
Get me close to the clusters.
And again, we just let the hobgoblins kill us, so we die and the Hydra respawns. And that is basically it. It is very simple. You can get around 150 kills an hour. I got this card very quickly, and as you can see, it is very simple.
Dead end. The heart is just beyond here. This place is just one big machine. Get me close to the clusters.
At Phalanx, Centurion, and Colossus Kills, what we're going to do is we're just going to open patrol on Mars, and we're going to go back to the Black Garden area.
Okay, let's go find some trouble.
Now we're approaching the entrance to the Black Garden itself. We're going to bypass this and go straight to the entrance to the Valis to Arc strike mission, Cerberus Bay. Once we get to this part, there are a lot of enemies that spawn outside, especially Phalanx, Centurion and Colossus. These continuously respawn, so you can just kill them over and over again without having to kill yourself. There is one Colossus that spawns around 2 to 3 Centurions and a hell of a lot of Phalanx, so you can just continuously kill enemies until you get them. This is a really quick area to get this done. It's super quick, and it's very easy to get these kills. I'm just going to show you some areas where they spawn after I've killed these enemies. You jump up on a couple of these rocks around here. It's just so you get a better vantage point. As you can see, the icebreaker comes in very handy here. So I'm just going to jump on top of this rock. Gives me a better vantage point. And as you can see, that cave there, enemies spawn out of that cave right there. And where the Colossus has just come down that ramp, enemies spawn there as well. Many of you are very familiar with this part, so you'll be well aware of where enemies spawn from. Now, I've not measured the amount of kills you can get per hour for each of these, but you can get it done really quickly. I shouldn't imagine you'd be here for more than a few hours maximum. Is the Psion Kills. What we're going to do is we're going to open up the exclusion zone on Mars, and this isn't for glimmer farming. This is for Psion Kills, and we're gonna go to the Giant's Pass area of this mission. I'm gonna fast forward through the first part of the mission just so you don't have to sit through it, and I'll see you back there. So now we're coming up to the Giant's Pass. We're going to pass through this area and get to the part where the boss starts to spawn. There will be a ship and a lot of enemies will be dropped on this area, including the Psions, which we are going to farm. It's best to clear out a few of the enemies before you try and attempt this. As you can see, I had a few small, minor issues trying to deploy the Ghost here. Now, I'm using Voidwalker for this because the setup is a Shatter Nova Bomb, and I'm also using Obsidian Mine, so it regenerates my super extremely quickly. If you don't have any of these, don't worry. You can kill them. You can kill them quickly enough with just weapons. This just makes it extremely fast. Now this clip, I don't have my obsidian mine on, so my super will not regenerate as fast as it should. The next clip, however, I will have my obsidian mine on, so you will be able to see how fast the super regenerates. When you're done, this canister will respawn, so you just blow that up and kill yourself. You will respawn, the ship will start to drop again, and more scions will drop it also. So as you can see, about 3/4 of the way. And rinse and repeat. That's all I've got for you today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys back inside of Destiny.